and welcome to another edition of the smAshlights, part of the Smash News Network. And we've had requests to do this content, and sometimes we release it exclusively, sometimes it's part of the daily space weather, and sometimes it's completely by itself. Sometimes these will only appear on BitChute, depending on how controversial and how enraged I get and how much cursing I find myself doing. Yes. Today's smAshlights will feature some shark jumping and some cosmology stuff. Let's get to it. By the way, we do stream live most days to Twitch. If you enjoy the content, please press like and subscribe on YouTube. In fact, the video cannot continue until you press like and subscribe on YouTube. Our other subscribers will be very cross with you if you don't press like and subscribe and the notification bell, because we want Google to send you emails all the time whenever we produce content. It will make you feel much less enraged. Seriously though, we've had this video remonetized here, the smAshlight segment that we did on Saturday. It was over 50 minutes long. Thanks for all the comments, everybody. Here's a clip.
Yes. Heiko Schoening is a respected doctor who was arrested in Speaker's Corner. Yes, I did see that. Kester, thanks for the comment. Elf. People are worried about blood pressure, but you can also monitor your blood oxygen.
Yes, monitor your blood oxygen. Head to smashamash.com/affiliate and buy yourself a blood oxygen monitor, a pulse oximeter. Also, don't forget to check us out on BitChute. It's another part of the Smash News Network. There's exclusive content, such as our video from March 19th, 6 months ago, about hydroxychloroquine. If you didn't know, well, we covered it about 2 hours after it became plausible. Are you familiar with Africa? How low the fatality rate is in Africa? Hydroxychloroquine is available over the counter there. Do you follow us on Twitter? We've got over 1,800 tweets. And my Twitter feed is pretty epic. I've actually pinned this image for all of you science-denying folks who believe carbon dioxide is the, quote, climate control knob. Please show your knob-like friends this graph. You could convince even the dumbest of your friends that CO2 does not drive the climate. Since it doesn't drive the climate, and this is not contested information here, by the way, this is pretty much agreed in terms of proxy data. By the way, CO2 is still not a pollutant, and it's still not responsible for climate change, you science noobs. I retweeted one of Biden's posts. Since the economy, climate change, healthcare, civil rights, racial justice, the U.S. Supreme Court, and our democracy, which doesn't exist since we live in a constitutional republic, are all on the line. Literally each issue could be worsened under the empty suit puppet presidency of a leftist like Joe Biden. Joe Biden-Harris. Biden-Harris 2020. Covidiacy and corruption ticket for the win. Let's talk about our October contest. We've announced an October contest. It's more like a sweepstakes. All you got to do is head to smashamash.com/forum. Go to any of the forums, and you'll see a pinned post saying October contest announced. Just go there, click on reply, and click sign and write sign me up. And we may hook you up with a free shirt. We're going to use a quantum number generator to randomly select a winner. We haven't disclosed the design of the shirt yet because, frankly, it's not completed. Let's talk about COVID. Are you scared and spooked? Have you bought yourself a UV wand? Now, I've got a UV wand. It's right here. And, if you're very scared and spooked, head to smashamash.com/affiliate. You could get yourself one of these. And I don't want to get it too close, because if I get it too close, it's going to... Oh, my God. A little bit of UVC, and it's just... See ya. Allow me to reappear. There we go. Yes. A UV wand. It's like $23. So head to smashamash.com/affiliate and go around. You can walk down the street and you can just sterilize everybody and cause vision problems and blind people and get sued. Yes. A little bit of UVC never hurt anybody. Please don't stare into the UVC wand. It's bad for your vision. All right, and let's talk about COVID, because we've got a lot of shark jumpers. A lot of shark jumpers. Now, here at the SNN, the least busted name in news, the Smash News Network, we don't jump the shark. Because, well, frankly, reality is funnier than fake news. Now, I don't know if you're aware. Here's a little fake news for you. Government grants have been issued to COVIDians to, wait for it, it's on the marquee. Look at the bottom of the screen. COVIDiotic news agencies are receiving government funding to lie to you. All right, just kidding, folks. No, they probably are. Let's talk about shark jumpers. I'm going to read you some headlines here. Check this out. Vox.com. Yes, let's check out their extremely informative news stories. Let's see if they fearmonger about COVID. If Trump has learned anything from getting COVID, he's not showing it. Is Trump sicker than his doctors are saying? Are you freaking out because Trump seems just fine after 72 hours of showing symptoms? Everyone in the White House cluster who has said they tested positive for COVID. Was it a super spreader event? The U.S. has reported more than 97,000 new cases since his positive test. Oh my God. It's so scary. I'm very scared. Hey, I'm very scared and spooked. Let's see what Huffpo has to say. Is the president's case more severe? Why is he taking dexamethasone? Oh my God, it's very scary and spooky. Have you purchased yourself a souvenir from COVID? Well, congratulations on surviving a global pandemic. Obviously, if you're watching the video, you've survived one so far. Check this out. I'm currently wearing one of our shirts. It's the I've Survived a Global Pandemic So Far shirt, which features the Grim Reaper motif. There you go. As well as a giant planetary-sized COVID virus. Oh my God, it's so scary. Congratulations on surviving so far. I survived a global pandemic, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. You can link to all of that at smAsho.com, by the way. Sanjay Gupta says they're hiding things. Oh my God, they're hiding things. By the way, you don't have to divulge any health information to anybody. You don't even have to tell your doctor your protected health information if you don't want to. In fact, you can go down to the hospital and you can take all your medical records for your very own, since they belong to you, not to the media, or to even your doctors or your insurers or anybody else. Your health information is private and can only be used to facilitate things that require the health information, such as like an insurance contract or your medical treatment or something like that. Oh my God, he leaves hospital and waves to protest to supporters, and Biden tests negative again. Well, thank goodness. I was very scared. I hope Biden doesn't get COVID. He looks less healthy than Trump. New Jersey health officials say hundreds of Trump fundraiser guests have been exposed to COVID-19. Oh my God. Horrified Walter Reed attending physician slammed Trump's drive-by by risk to Secret Service. Whew, wow, I'm spooked. Hey, we're still jumping sharks here. Now, yesterday we talked about Science.com, and we talked about Scientific American, and we talked about some other shark jumper. How about Buzzfeed News? What happens if a presidential candidate dies near the election? Here at the Smash News Network, we're not going to fearmonger. I've been saying since January 23rd that coronaviruses aren't scary for healthy people. I said they're not particularly dangerous for healthy people. There's a huge thread on that, by the way. It's in the free-for-all forum at smAshomash.com/forum. Now, I read Buzzfeed, Huffpo, and Vox nearly every day because I like to hear what crazy people are saying. Because they are freaking out that Trump ain't died of the COVID. Trump ain't died of the COVID, which means we're going to die of the Trump. We're going to have Trump. We're going to be dead. We're going to be dead if we don't get rid of Trump. Oh my God. The health of the planet itself is leveraged versus of Joe Biden presidency. Oh my God, I'm so scared. In any case, folks, the point is, please don't jump the shark. It's not worth it. It hurts your credibility. It makes you look like an idiot. And let's talk cosmology. Now, I don't know if you're aware of Deneb. Deneb is one of the only known point sources for cosmic ray flux. The distance between Deneb and the Sun is somewhere between, I'm going to say, 37,000 light years. How far is 37,000 light years? Well, it's a long way. Let me show you how long. If the Milky Way galaxy is 100,000 light years across, it's like 20% of the way across the Milky Way galaxy. So, for instance, you're way out here in the Sagittarius arm in the outskirts of the galaxy. Deneb is way in here in the Cygnus arm. And it's in this rift zone. But the point is that Deneb is able to get cosmic rays, physical objects like neutrons, since they're traveling at nearly light speed when they come out of X3's poloidal field, they make it all the way to our solar system. What are the real inputs of the field-aligned currents that are coming into the Sun? What are the real inputs? What are the implications of those inputs? What are the levels that the inputs can reach? Well, it's really not known, but it's a common X-ray source. It has this extremely distinctive 4.79 hour periodicity, and it's one of the only sources for cosmic rays. One of the only known point sources for cosmic rays, and that has to do with its periodicity. The fact that we can detect that periodicity from Earth in cosmic ray detectors is interesting to say the least. We do cover cosmic rays regularly on the Daily Space Weather video, and we're going to cover it today. Here are some cosmic rays. So the Apatity Neutron Monitor and the Barentsburg Neutron Monitor, they're located very far north. And we can see an uptick here of cosmic ray flux over the past week. However, it's quite flat over the past 30 days. Barentsburg, same deal, an uptick over the past week, flat over the past 30 days. Let's go farther south, where the air is denser, to Athens, Greece. Now, these are all pressure-corrected values here, as we don't look at non-pressure corrected values because, well, pressure affects cosmic ray flux, at least the detectability of cosmic ray flux. And we see this uptick over the past week at Athens as well, and a small uptick over the past month. Next, looking at Mexico City, going even farther south. And you see once again an uptick in the past week, a small uptick similar to Athens over the past 30 days. And lastly, let's check out Oulu and DOMC Antarctica, going very, very far south after going very far north. Oulu, Finland, there you can see an uptick in the past week as well. Small uptick over the past 30 days. Here's DOMC Antarctica. Same deal. So we've actually seen a real increase over the past week, but over the past 30 days, not a real increase. If you want to monitor them yourself, check out the network of cosmic ray stations. Type in links to cosmic ray data in a search like duckduckgo.com, where you'll get objective results, and you will find that site. I like it because it's got all the links there, and it's easy to share and view. Next, we're going to look at the X-ray transients. Now we're looking at photons here instead of physical objects blasting through space at nearly light speed. Now we're looking at things moving at actual light speed. Photons in the form of X-rays. These are the X-ray emissions from Cygnus X3. And this gives us some insight into its behavior. You can see it's got this extreme periodicity. It's got a very significant range. And the baseline for X3 is at somewhere like 0.03 counts. You can see one of the most powerful transients we've seen out of it in a long time actually just occurred, followed by sort of a ramp down. Right now it's kind of at the lower part of its mid-range here. It's in a very average range. And this is the daily, by the way. This shows that 4.79 hour periodicity. We're waiting to see this pop back up from a quiescent state, and let's just say it's an interesting object. If you want to read all about it, head to smAsho.com/forum, go to the Cosmology Forum. And you can find out all about it there. There's a pretty lengthy document. Here's where it's located. I'm going to move this. I'm going to zoom out and show you where the core of the Milky Way is. There's the core of the Milky Way, way over there. And this is located in this rift zone here. And it's featured in a lot of mythology. The tale of the swan, the stork myth, how the stork brings babies, that myth about storks. Here it is in X-ray, by the way, which I believe it does show. I believe this does actually show you the radio jet. This is X-ray emissions out of the radio jet, I would imagine. And let's just go a little more in depth into this. Here are the radio jets. And we like talking cosmology on the Smash News Network. Let me just check the life of the stream here real quick. So, this is a Wolf-Rayet star. This is a giant star. It's very blue. It's got about 10 times the output in terms of solar wind speed and density of the sun. It's huge also. It would be about, in fact, let me go back here. This is the actual relative size of Deneb versus the sun. If it were in our solar system, it would be about the size of Mars's orbit. It's being orbited by this object right here. All right. In between these two objects, there's an ionized disk of gas. And out of this massive object, there are two radio jets. So one of the radio jets is pointed directly at us. It's this blue one. The other one is pointed away from us, which is this red one here. And what this tells us is that there's some sort of there's essentially a pipeline, an ionization pipeline in between this quite distant star. And by the way, this is the most intrinsically luminous object visible in the galaxy from the perspective of Earth. So anyway, the point is, what are the inputs? Why did the ancients call this the swan? Is it because the incoming radio jet looks like a bird in flight? I don't know. But it's quite interesting. And do these striations in the radio jet pattern indicate the precessional cycle of the wobble of this object? Of course, it probably does have some sort of a precessional wobble, as you would expect most objects orbiting each other in space to do so. And does this have to do with the Earth's catastrophe cycle? I've got to say yes, because this thing is jumping up and down saying, here I am, here I am. How come nobody seems to notice me, even though we detected cosmic rays as a point source from this object in 1985? Here's a Fermi image of it, and you can see the galactic core is way over here. Cygnus is way out there. It's kind of the last really beefy, dense spiral arm, sort of to the left of the galactic core, if you're viewing it from that sort of angle. They're calling it a microquasar, a quark star, a supermassive black hole, and all kinds of things. Again, if you want to read all about it, head to the Cosmology Forum at smashamash.com/forum. And here ends another episode of the SmAshlights. Cheers. And please don't forget to tell your friends and foes about the content. Let's get back to some space weather data.